Biomed, Nexus Daily Updates, your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, formed a broad partnership with China's Hengrui Pharmaceuticals, paying $600 upfront to advance 13 early-stage programs across oncology, hematology, and immunology. Total deal value is up to 15, 2B, including milestones. This is one of the largest China-to-West licensing deals in biopharma history. Isomorphic Labs, the AI drug discovery company spun out of Google DeepMind, raised $2. 1B in Series B funding led by Thrive Capital, with participation from Alphabet Temasek and the UK's Sovereign AI Fund. This follows a $600 million Series A 1 year ago and is the largest AI drug discovery financing round ever. UCB announced a $2 acquisition of Candid Therapeutics, adding bispecific T-cell engager TCE assets for autoimmune diseases, led by Cizutamig, BCMA CD3 targeting antibody, in early-stage trials. Macrogenics, MGNX, sold its GMP manufacturing operations to Taiwanese CDMO Bora Pharmaceuticals for $120. 5M upfront, part of a broader trend of biotechs divesting manufacturing to preserve cash for pipeline development. Roche partnered with PathAI to deploy AI-powered pathology tools for cancer diagnosis and tailored treatment, one of the most concrete diagnostics AI integrations announced this year. Executive takeaway 3 deals worth a combined $19. 5B were announced in a single day. BMS Hengrui is the headline. $600 million upfront for 13 early-stage programs is one of the boldest China licensing transactions any Western pharma company has executed. Hengrui shares surged 13% in Hong Kong on the news. The deal spans oncology, hematology, and immunology, giving BMS a broad pipeline refresh at a stage where the development risk is highest, but the cost per program is lowest. This is the same playbook Lilly used with Hengrui via Kylera, obesity, and AbbVie used with Hisco, pain. Chinese biotech licensing is becoming a standard pipeline strategy for large pharma, and BMS just placed the biggest bet yet. Isomorphic Labs' 2-1B round is equally significant. This is the Google DeepMind spin-out that uses AlphaFold-derived technology for drug design. 1 year ago, Isomorphic raised $600 in its first external round. The 3-5x step-up in 12 months signals explosive investor confidence in AI-native drug discovery. Thrive Capital led the round, and the UK's Sovereign AI Fund participated, adding government backing to the thesis. Together with Anthropic's Coefficient Bio acquisition, $400 million April, and Narasimhan joining Anthropic's board, the pattern is clear. AI drug discovery is attracting the largest capital commitments in the history of computational biology. Read full analysis, What to Watch, BMS Hengrui Program. Progression, 13 programs is a lot. Watch which programs BMS prioritizes for IND filing and how many survive preclinical attrition. The 15+2B in total milestones implies BMS sees multiple blockbuster candidates in the mix. Isomorphic Labs, pipeline disclosure. The company has been secretive about its internal programs, with $2, 7B in total funding, $600 million Series A, plus $2, 1B Series B. Watch for the first disclosure of clinical stage candidates or pharma partnerships. UCB Autoimmune. Build, Candid's Cizutamig adds to UCB's recent Neurona acquisition, $1, 15B, epilepsy cell therapy. UCB has deployed more than 3B in M&A in under a month. ASCO countdown, 18 days. Revolution. Medicine's plenary session May 31st. Makery status. Still no formal announcement. Regulatory uncertainty persists. Top story BMS and Hengrui partner on 13 programs in $15. 2B deal BMY. What happened? Bristol Myers Squibb announced a broad strategic partnership with Jiangsu Hengrui Pharmaceuticals on May 12th, paying $600 million upfront to co-develop 13 early-stage programs spanning oncology, hematology, and immunology. Total potential deal value, including development and commercial milestones, is up to $15. 2B, BMS gains exclusive development and commercialization rights outside Greater China. Hengrui retains rights in Greater China. The portfolio. The 13 programs represent a diverse set of mechanisms and modalities across BMS's 3 core therapeutic areas. Biopharma International noted that the deal includes programs in oncology, hematology, and immunology, though specific targets and development stages for individual programs were not fully disclosed at announcement. Hengrui is one of China's largest pharmaceutical companies and has become one of the most active licensors of clinical stage assets to Western pharma. Executive impact. This is the largest single China to West licensing transaction by total potential value in biopharma. The $600 million upfront is substantial, but the real signal is the breadth. 13 programs at once suggests BMS views Hengrui as a strategic pipeline source, not a one-off licensor. Hengrui shares surged more than 13% in Hong Kong trading on the news. BMS has been under pressure to replenish its pipeline as Revlimid and Eliquis face ongoing generic erosion. This deal provides a broad set of early-stage options across the company's 3 priority therapeutic areas. The China licensing model is now firmly established. Lilly, Hengrui, Kylera, Obesity, AbbVie, Hasco, NaV1, 8, Pain, GSK, Cyran Bio, ALK7, siRNA, Obesity Adjacent, GSK, CTTQ, Bepirovirsen, Hepatitis, and now BMS Hengrui 15's 2B multitherapeutic. Corporate and business developments Isomorphic Labs raises $2, 1B in largest AI drug discovery. Round ever Isomorphic Labs, the London-based AI drug discovery company, spun out of Google DeepMind, raised $2, 1B in Series B funding. The round was led by Thrive Capital, with participation from Alphabet GV, MGX, Temasek, Capital G, and the UK Sovereign AI Fund. This follows a $600 million Series A, completed 1 year ago, bringing total funding to $2. 7B Isomorphic uses technology derived from AlphaFold, DeepMind's protein structure prediction platform that won the 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry. The company has existing partnerships with Eli Lilly and Novartis, but has not disclosed details of its internal pipeline. UCB acquires Candid Therapeutics for $2. 2B UCB announced a $2. 2B acquisition of Candid Therapeutics, adding bispecific T-cell engager TCE assets targeting autoimmune diseases. The lead program, Chizutamig, is a BCMA CD3 targeting antibody in early-stage clinical trials for autoimmune conditions. This is UCB's second major acquisition in under a month, following the $1. 15B Neurona Therapeutics deal, epilepsy cell therapy, announced April 17th. Combined M&A deployment, more than $3. 3B CDMO and manufacturing Macrogenics sells manufacturing to Bora Pharmaceuticals for $122. 5M MGNX Macrogenics agreed to sell its GMP manufacturing operations to Taiwanese contract manufacturer Bora Pharmaceuticals for $122. 5M upfront. The pharma letter noted this is part of a broader effort to slim down operations and preserve cash for its drug pipeline. The deal illustrates a growing trend. Clinical stage biotechs are divesting manufacturing assets to CDMOs rather than bearing the capital burden of maintaining in-house production. For Bora, the acquisition adds biologics manufacturing capacity in the US at a time when domestic production capability is increasingly valued under the Section 232 tariff framework. Diagnostics and AI Roche partners with PathAI for AI-powered cancer. Diagnosis Roche announced a partnership with PathAI to offer AI-powered pathology tools as part of its cancer diagnosis and tailored treatment offerings, according to MedTech Dive, May 7th. PathAI's platform uses machine learning to analyze tissue samples, identify biomarkers, and guide treatment selection. This is one of the most concrete diagnostics AI integrations of 2026, bridging the gap between digital pathology platforms and clinical decision-making. For oncology, AI-powered companion diagnostics could improve the speed and accuracy of biomarker-driven treatment matching, particularly for ADCs and targeted therapies where patient selection is critical to efficacy. The week ahead now, Fierce Biotech Week, Boston through May 14th. May 19th, RBC Global Healthcare Conference, New York. Late May, Commerce. Section 232 report on medical devices expected. May 29th, FDA RTCT public comment period, closes May 29 to June 2, ASCO annual meeting, Chicago. May 31, ASCO plenary, Resolute 302 full data, RVMD, Read, full analysis, Biomed, Nexus. Pro-institutional intelligence brief. The China licensing wave Western pharma companies are systematically licensing clinical stage assets from Chinese biotechs. The deals in 2026 alone, deal upfront, total, value therapeutic, area BMS, Hengrui, 600 million 15. Tube oncology, hematology, immunology, 13 programs. Lilly, Hengrui, via Kylera. Kylera IPO, 625 million obesity, GLP, 1 GP, AbbVie, Hasco undisclosed, pain, Navy 1. 8 GSK Serum Bio undisclosed, 1B cardiometabolic, LK7 Serena GSK, CTTQ undisclosed, hepatitis, B bepirovirsen. The strategic logic is consistent. Chinese biotechs are producing high-quality clinical stage assets at lower development costs. Western companies get pipeline optionality. Chinese companies get upfront cash and downstream economics. The geopolitical risk is real. Biosecure Act concerns, Section 232 tariffs, IP transfer debates, but has not slowed deal flow. If anything, the deals are accelerating in 2026. AI drug discovery, the capital stack. The capital flowing into AI drug discovery in 2026 is unprecedented. Isomorphic Labs, $2, 7B total, 1B series, B plus 600 magnitude series A. Google DeepMind spin-out. AlphaFold derived technology, partnerships with Lilly and Novartis, Anthropic, Chut, Coefficient Bio, 400 nm acquisition, April 6th. 10-person team from Genentech's Prescient Design, Narasimhan on board, Recursion Pharmaceuticals, public company, operating system for drug discovery, multiple pharma partnerships, Lilly, Profluent, $2, 25B in milestones, April 28th. AI-designed recombinases for gene editing. Lilly in silico medicine, 2, 75B, March. AI-driven drug discovery platform. Total disclosed AI drug discovery capital commitments in 2026 alone exceed 8B. The thesis: AI can compress the 10 to 12-year drug development timeline by identifying better targets, designing better molecules, and predicting clinical outcomes more accurately. Whether that thesis is correct is an open question, but the capital is flowing as if it is. UCB, the quiet acquirer UCB, has deployed more than $3. 3B in M&A in under a month. Neurona Therapeutics, $1. 15B, April 17. Epilepsy cell therapy. Candid Therapeutics, $2. 2B, May 12. Autoimmune TCE for UCB, $3. 3B in acquisitions is a significant capital commitment. UCB is building a next-generation immunology and neuroscience pipeline, while its existing franchises, Bimzelx for psoriasis, Ristigo for myasthenia gravis, generate the cash flow to fund it. Catalyst, calendar, May 2026. Forward date, event tickers, now Fierce Biotech Week, Boston, through May 14th. Multiple, May 19 RBC Global Healthcare Conference, New York. Multiple, late, May Commerce, Section 232 report on medical devices expected MDT, BSX, SYK, ISR GMA 29 FDA, RTCT public comment period closes N May 29 to June, 2 ASCO annual meeting Chicago, multiple May 31 ESCO plenary, Resolute 302, full data RVMD late, Q2 Lilly Foundeo T2D filing under CNPV, if program continues, LYTBD FDA Acting Commissioner announcement expected in the summer 2026 FDA RTCT pilot program, if leadership transition allows. Multiple June 2026 Takeda CEO transition, Julie Kim. TAC July 1 Medicare GLP-1 Bridge program launches, LLY. NVO Q3 2026 TIVA EMALEX, close expected TIVA July 31 section 232 pharma tariffs effective large companies multiple H2 2026 Foundeo T2D regulatory action expected LLY H2 2026 Lilly Kelonia close expected LLY H2 2026 Ajax proof of concept data expected LLY H2 2026 Revolution Medicines CNPV NDA filing expected RVMD H2 2026 Novo Nordisk weekly US launch first weekly insulin NVO mid 2026 Lilly retatrutide phase 3 obesity readouts Triumph program LLY Sept 19 Ultragenics UX111 PDUFA Sanfilippo Type A gene therapy rare Sept 29 section 232 pharma tariffs effective all other companies multiple deck 7 Lilly investment community meeting LLY end of 2026 PHRMA CEO transition NA visit the Pro Hub read full article is your company listed in the Biomed Nexus directory 2104 companies across 14 categories claim or upgrade your listing sponsorship slots for 2026 are limited see packages and pricing new Biomed Nexus signals weekly sales intelligence for life sciences BD teams learn more